I don't really have anything other else to add to this apart from Megalobox is really fucking good. Yeah, no, that's just good. No, just stop watching this video. There's no other thing to say than this episode was fucking fantastic. It was it is so far the best show first episode wise out of this season. So far it might be one of my favorite episodes I've seen so far of the year. So far, I know that's already going into it, but with that high of potential and stakes, and it's like, that's how you do a first episode. That's how you entice the users into your world, into your characters, into everything to do with this series. So this is a season where 3 series that I am watching are classical old series. Legends of the Galactic Hero, Lupin the Third, and Megalobox being into like its story, its characters and all that all come from the infamous, like, the classical series of Ashita no Joe, which, as context, I have not seen Ashita no Joe. However, I know its influence into a lot of series. I know how much of a grand, like, influence it is to a bunch of, like, authors. I know little bits about it. I've seen little bits here and there. I personally just haven't watched the series. However, one thing is, like, regardless, even with that, like, pedigree onto it, I fucking love Hajime no Ippo. I love Ippo a lot. It is just a good boxing series. Just good. That's all it is. And guess what? Megalobox so far, that first episode was fucking good. Like, it set up everything I want. Like, what else do I really have to do apart from mention, like, the characters were awesome, the world was awesome. Oh yeah, the art style is fantastic. The filters that they use are fucking really good. I love the soundtrack. I love the action, the choreography. You know, I'm gonna just forgive me, like, as I am fan-tarding out on this episode, but that's just how it was. It was good. I like the main character. No nonsense. I love where he's come from. His name is Junk Dog, which is a little weird to get from, where it's like, oh no, I thought that was his nickname. No, it seems like the character's actual name is Junk Dog. Maybe we might find out, like, more down the line what his actual name is, or if the fact that it's like, we know a little bit about. But he seems like like, from what you've seen on there, he is a boxer. He's like using this like rusted piece of shit for the most part, and his coach is fixing matches for him, where it's like, he works together with with them, and sad thing is, he is someone that loves a good fight. He wants some competition. Like, it's gotten dull for him, and you can see that, like, through these fights that he's been getting, he's like, I could have ended it. Like, there's one guy he gets where it's like, yeah, you know, he's a slow starter, right? So, you know, wait till the 3rd round until he's ready to go. The guy just starts going in, and the sad fact is that he could have took him out round 1. The fucking bell now about to ring as soon as he's about to knock his fucking lights out. Like, you see this, and it's like, how this world is set up, how he is not a citizen. Like, that, yeah, it's clearly already a class divide between people who are outside the city and people who are in there. And you see the whole big world of megalo boxing, where it's like, this is the highest sports. This is like the end-all be-all, the most watched thing ever. And it's like, they are setting this big tournament competition up where it's like, it doesn't matter who you are. They're talking, like, and although they're saying, like, age, which was concerning because you don't want fucking toddlers in the ring. That was the first thing. It's like, I'm imagining with these weird big ass bulky fucking machinery that they go all on. There's some fucking kids, 10-year-olds and shit like that, and some toddlers getting involved in this shit. Like, you have this, and it's like, yeah, they're mentioning all that, but it seems like it's like, yeah, but if you're not a citizen though, and it's like, but no, look at our champion though. Look at this fucking guy who was this bulked ass motherfucker with grey hair, Yuri. Like, I was like, okay, that's a striking character design, and I know already who he is supposed to be from Ashita no Joe. I know immediately from there. Like, the sad thing is that I don't know the characters' names for the most part, but you can tell as well the manager with the eye patch, and it's like, okay, yeah, they're clearly going something with these characters. Whether or not they kind of follow the same things with those ones, that will be the, you know, question. Overall, like, there's so much to go into this episode and so little at the same time, because it was a straight just up episode where you get to see Junk's life, you get to see like how shitty it is and how like he has such a passion and love for this sport. You can see this is the only way how he truly feels alive, and it's like he's barely getting his fix, and it's like, I have to do this by just faking it, by pulling out. And he does meet the manager throughout the, like, in the episode, who's setting up, like, you know, the Megalobox, who's setting up this giant tournament where he's just in casual thought as he's driving along and nearly runs his fucking bike into the girl, and even meeting Yuri along the way. And I love the bit where the two of them were in the rain and they were now about to fight it off, and it's like, you goddamn like dog, like that. It's just like, you're on a leash, and it's just like he's ready to raring to go. And how the episode ends is strong. Like, Junk has had enough of this shit where he's like, I don't care, I'm quitting fucking doing this fixing shit, I want to do something else, I need to. And Yuri appears in the illegal boxing ring. He's like, I ain't got the collar today, I ain't got no leash for me from my owner. He pulls off the hood like that, shows off this metallic, which is a thing as well that I did terribly described, is the fact that this series is different from normal boxing because they have this enhanced, like, mechanized gear on them. It's like really weird. It's like, this is a lot more of a bloodier enhanced sport than what we're normally used to. Like, you see from the first few seconds that blood is going everywhere. Like, this is brutal. This is like, clearly, like, you are seeing people's bones breaking in this. Like, if you thought boxing already was like taken up a level by like just no like actual like restraint whatsoever and just going at each other, this is taking it to the next level, because you see some brutal imagery, like of people getting their faces destroyed. It was like, when I was seeing the one guy and his blood went everywhere, I went, ooh, like, genuinely, as like the audience at the same time, I'm like, oh my god, that looks fucking brutal. It's just the way how they portrayed it and everything. It was like, that is, yeah, like, that was just a bad way to go out. The only thing is, we didn't get to hear the opening, I don't think, or unless that was at the very end, but even as well, like, the title card that they did, it was colourful. Like, I really liked it. I think especially as well with like how they're going is like a Vegas kind of vibe with it, like with the show as well, with like the outskirts of Vegas where it's just empty, just desert trash, and then clearly the city is like more glamorous and it's like snobby and higher up and all that stuff going on. I think that's clearly what they're going for. But I liked both. I liked every time they showed anything, anytime they showed any backgrounds or anything in the world or characters, and it was all good. And I think as well, like, the guy that voices Junk, I believe he's actually the guy that's doing Yu-Gi-Oh right now. I've heard the voice actor before, but the name like slips my mind on him. But he's good. Yuri was good. Second episode, no, this is something I have to recommend to people. This is something where it's like, no, seriously, I don't care if you're like, I don't care about boxing, but it's like, no, this series has something special going on it. And for like the 50th anniversary of Ashito no Joe, it's like they clearly have respect for the material, and it's like, we want to do something, special to commemorate it and commemorate this, you know, classical series. And it's like, this is our vision of it, and it's people that have a really good vision so far. That can all change. Like I said, first episodes can, like, the show for all I know could go down to trash. I don't want that at all to happen, but this, out of every show's first episode, I mean, I've watched stuff like Legend of Galactic Heroes, I've watched, like, Lupin the Third was really goddamn good, and then this as well. I was like, this is good classical shit that I'm seeing. Like, you can tell that in some ways, and it's like, and it's a shame because I was hoping Fist of the North, like Fist of the Blue Sky, was going to be there as well. I was like, look at these 4 classic series being there, and they're rocking the world. But it's like, that's the one black sheep right there. But it's like, no, Megalobox, watch it. It is fucking good. I'm done. Fucking drop the mic. I'm done. It is good. It is fantastic. Easily so far has captured me as this is my favorite show so far, and hopefully this is my favorite show of the year. Like, there are other stuff that can still take that list, but just good. I'll see you guys next time.